Hey everyone, let's talk about the York. The York was not a real boat in history. I think the boat she's closely related to is the Hipper class from the German Navy during World War II. She's a fun boat, don't get me wrong. Do enjoy using the boat. She has some characteristics that are extremely different from other boats, and she has quite the punch. So let's get into some of the basics of her, the armor layout. Like anything with World of Warships, you're going to get tier 7. You're going to get 25 millimeter thickness here, 25 millimeter, 13 millimeters, not great. Armor thickness in the belt, 80 millimeters. Her guns are 60 in the front, are 180, which is not too bad. I haven't been in a situation where my guns get knocked out a lot, that kind of stuff. So it's not too bad. I mean, it's a good bow for armor. She does have turtleback armor in general. If you take away the bow here, and you look at her from bow on, kind of zoom in. She does have a bit of turtleback armor, but that's her citadel. It's not bad, but again, full broadside, you're going to get smacked, so be careful. Her armor is pretty good against lower tiers, so if you're going to be in a tier 5, a tier 6, tier 7, not bad. Tier 8, again, not bad. Even tier 9, not bad. She's the first start, I would say, when you look at going from the Nuremberg and the Königsberg in tier 5 and tier 6, and you want to get yourself to the York. York is a stepping stone to the Prinz Eugen, the Hipper, and the Hindenburg, and the Rune. I think she's a really good stepping stone, and she has a lot of capabilities. I have my captain upgrade, I believe, so I've got 35.7 for my survivability. There's no heal on this boat, so the more survivability you can take, the better. That's always important. And 10% torpedo detection, not the best. This is where she shines for artillery. She has 8 barrels, 4 times 2, 210, not 203s at tier 7, but 210. Her AP can wreck a boat. She can wreck a cruiser. She can even do damage, depending on captain skills, to most battleships. Her turret traverse I have here is 30 seconds. It is dead slow. So make sure you pick your sides and your angles and your fight, because it'll take a half a minute to get across, and that's with certain captain skills. Her chance of starting fire with HE is 15%, and a maximum penetration at 53 millimeters. So destroyers, cruisers, even up to tier 8 and tier 9, still effective. Most battleships, aka not Russians, she does pretty well. She can actually do very, very well. This is a boat where you want to continually maneuver, don't show full broadside, where you want to make sure that I'll show my equipment later on, and you want to be able to throttle, go full speed ahead, full speed astern. You want to throw people off. Her secondary armament, for me personally, I have it spec'd out at 6.9, which is the standard plus or minus range for destroyers. I'm not really looking for a secondary build. It's just something to help me out. The firing range is 17.3 kilometers. That's actually impressive. For tier 7, most tier 7s can't do that. A lot of battleships can't do that. So overall, I think it's fantastic. Here's something where she really shines. She's got 4 tubes, 4 times 3 tubes, 530 millimeter torpedo tubes. So you've got 6 torpedoes per side. Now, the range is only 6 kilometers. They are defensive at 64 knots. So you can surprise somebody coming around an island. You can surprise a battleship when they're not expecting you. I have personally sunk dozens of destroyers with these torpedoes. I've had destroyers pop out at me, and I've just dropped the torpedoes correctly, and they're dead. They do quite well. They do have a lot of damage. They're at 13.7, so most destroyers take a torpedo. Even early in the game, at this tier or less, they're gone. So I don't have a problem with it. I think they're good. Defensive torpedoes are fantastic. And the reload for me, and this is with no options on, are 68 seconds. Over a minute, 8 seconds. That's fantastic. Her AA defense, I'm going to say it's really good, actually. I don't have a problem with her AA defense. When I get within a tier 6 carrier, it's okay. I mean, it's pretty good, actually. Sorry, not okay. It works quite well. Tier 8, full squadron, not so much. Half squadron, yeah, I mean, if you do party sectors, she can actually take out quite a bit. I would always angle or turn in the torpedoes so they can't hit you, that kind of stuff, but it is pretty good. I happen to like it. I think it's pretty good AA, but that's my opinion. Maneuverability, she's got destroyer turning capability at 650 meters. She can turn quite well. I mean, it's fantastic. Her rudder shift time, it's 8.1 seconds. It's not great. If this was off by about 0.3, 0.4 seconds, I'd be happier. but it's really good. I mean, you can crank it over and crank it back. Her speed with flags is 33.6 knots, so it's decent. This boat, you do need to take concealment. I'm down at 12.1. Detectability in air is 5.3. Leave off your secondaries and AA unless you're spotted. It's important that way because if you're not spotted, you're not spotted. Her firing and smoke is 8.3. Ugh, this is atrocious. The only thing that beats this basically are Italian cruisers and battleships. If you're in smoke, just use it to turn around and disengage. Don't try to fire. It's going to be horrible. Now, for me on captain skills personally, I always take grease the gears to actually give some turning. For me, I do take changing. It's 11-second reload. So for me, I want to switch from AP to HE. There are actually other captains in the German Navy you can get from the captains I showed you earlier in the video that'll actually help both of these. But I think this is okay. I don't have to put a specialty captain on, but I might later on. I've increased her fire chances by plus 1% to give what she has right now. So when you look over here in her artillery, her plus fire now is 15%, which is good. I do have priority targeting, so I can tell if someone's targeting me. I do take adrenaline rush because I want my guns to fire faster. They're 11 seconds if I start getting damage. This is a controversial one. I take heavy HP shells for this boat. She's over 190 millimeters, and this allows me with the AP shells to do 5% more damage. I have found, especially at the tier 5, tier 6, even tier 7, tier 8, I can do more damage. As I get up in the battleships, it gets a bit harder, but overall, it works quite well with most battleships. I kind of wish Wargaming would show me here on the main screen what I can penetrate with AP. I don't quite see it, so it'd be nice if I knew that information, but it seems to be better. I do take Survivability Expert because, hey, it's low HP. And, of course, consumables for concealment. You need to do that, in my opinion. When I go into equipment, I take main arm modifications. That's pretty standard. I do take rudder, engine room protection for my rudder and everything else because I don't want to be damaged. In this boat, if you get damaged or your rudder gets damaged, you're locked in a turn, you're pretty much toast. You're going to get broadside. Now, this one's up for debate. You can take main battery modification. So if I take this, and I'll show you right now, it will take my 30 seconds down to 26 seconds, so 4 seconds. I don't think it's a big deal. 4 seconds, that's a pair as compared to aiming systems. I want to make sure I can actually aim better and get better damage. I do take propulsion modification. You do have damage and steering, but I take propulsion. Rudder shift's pretty good, but this allows me to slow down and speed up much quicker, especially battleships at range. They have a hard time hitting me. I do take hydroacoustic over defensive AA. Torpedoes are a problem, especially with destroyers. This is a boat that I push in with. I'm not a guy who sits back on a Hindenburg and shoots, 15, 16 kilometers away. I actually do go fighting. If you want this, take this, but there's really no A in the game. I do take the fighter consumable. You have no choice but I take fighter. It does help if you're going to be engaged with aircraft a little bit. It's not bad. Exterior, my flags. I take the ones for secondaries. I take more fire chances here. I take the standard cruiser build for me that I want to do. And of course, she has hydro, so I take the extra hydro. Economic flags and special flags because I want more XP and whatnot. Overall, that's the Yorck. In a nutshell, that's what you can do. I hope you guys enjoy the replay. So this replay is of a clanmate Navy chick. A little biased because she absolutely loves this boat. I believe this is her ever best game playing the Yorck in the end. She's still learning how to play the game. I mean, everyone's learning, right? She makes mistakes, but they're okay. The part of this game is I want to show you is that to highlight what the Yorck can do, you're about to see in a minute here with the AP and the HE and other facets of the game. You're going to notice that Navy chick actually kind of, I'm going to say, overcorrects on positioning and angling, removing 50% of her firing capability. Again, someone's learning to use the game. So, again, I'd rather have someone be safe than sorry than get blapped, citadel, and gone from the game. That's a very common problem. I've seen games where they don't go so well. But, I mean, there she's maybe a little bit high in her shot, but the outcome, yeah, not bad. Almost 8,000, so not bad in the Citadel. So I may pop in from time to time, but overall, enjoy the game. Enjoy the replay. Take care. Enjoy. Here's a good example where I think Navy Chick is kind of pushing up a little too far in that getting a little worried. She's going to beat herself for, a tactical Nazi here. Because she's worried about the Missouri. Missouri is a Tier 9 battleship. The Missouri can devastate her in a cruiser, and you'll see a bit later. She kind of offsets the balance of being detected with the Missouri later on. But with these 3 cruisers, she can kill herself. If you're looking at the map, the mini-map, and you're looking where she is, if she went a little to the left to make sure the Missouri can't hit her, she could actually take out in Citadel with her AP all 3 cruisers and just have a fun fest. She tries to back up, but not quite enough here. Again, not bad. She's falling a little behind the Bertrand here. But, I mean, it's okay. She's still making sure that in the day the Missouri can't delete her, which is very important. The only Bertrand here, Bertrand? Bertrand? The Emerald, sorry. Bad cruiser. Bad guy. She does a pretty good job of lining this up. Again, moving forward, she's a little nervous of the Missouri. I would be too. Missouri in this game likes to go after cruisers. If you're in Atlanta, I cannot swear to God, or a Flint, don't show yourself to Missouri. They'll kill you. Because you're letter A. You're the first one to go in the alphabet. But again, you're now seeing the entire power of the Yorck. Now, for a teammate, she's going to take out this fort. Forts seem to have improved in the game. And here, unfortunately, comes a bit of a tactical mistake, and you can see it happening. She's now detected by the Missouri. She'll kill the fort, but she's not quite understanding that Missouri's got her. If you look right here, the Missouri guns are turning. She needs to move forward much quicker, and, well, she doesn't. And she pays for it a bit. Ouch. So, if that Missouri was actually successful coming around that island, it would have completely deleted her from the game. But hey, live and learn, right? I wanted to interject here and put another York battle on the same map with Navy Chick. Her Bane is Nicholas. You just saw she just missed Hydro up. I just want to talk about this and some of the mistakes because I know it's a bot, but bots can be deadly. She's actually aiming too far behind the Nicholas right here. And she's missing it. And now she's starting to panic. Torpedoes are out. She turns. She tries to slow down and miss them. Again, not a good plan. She might want to start kiting away. If you notice, the Nicholas's torpedoes just changed to actually hit her. Yes, bots cheat, but she takes one. And then, for whatever reason, gets worse. She puts her torpedoes on to kill it. She's not following the white track. And she literally misses the entire Nicholas. It's okay, not good. And then the aircraft carrier, she didn't hit the X button to lock on. And she fires where the carrier is, not where it's going to be. Navy Chick realizes this is a bad game and says, yep. Drops the mic from the podium and says, I'm out of here. She's at least going to take the carrier down with her. So, yeah. I wanted to put this in there to show that, yeah, you can have a bad game in this boat. It sometimes can be a little complicated to play. It's just the way it is. But here's a good way to play it when the Nicholas is already dead. Your teammates helped you, another York. And we'll carry on with that battle. She did quite well at this point. I don't know why, but Nicholas's are Navy Chick's bane. Well, I hope you actually enjoyed the replay and the video. As always, take care, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you again. And I'm going to leave you with one thing here with Navy Chick as she pushes up and to help her team. It may not look like it, like I showed you the video with the Nicholas. She's actually knows how to torp. Watch these torpedoes. She's going for the Atlanta and doing the spread. She's actually timing with Mr. Lomax in a sign-up so she doesn't hit him. But she's helping him with the Atlanta. The Atlanta can burn down a Vladivostok or a sign-up in under a minute with her HE, maybe 90 seconds. But she timed it perfectly. Mr. Lomax has passed. There's the wreck. And yeah, there's her angling again. Sometimes it's over-angling, but it went quite well. Now at this point, she is going to successfully look at the Colorado, who's turning its gun towards her. She realizes she can't kill it with AP and HE. So what is she going to do? This is how we have fun. She's going to torp it with NavSig. That's me. Navy Chick is my wife. She's trying to torp me, so I ram the Colorado. Take care. Joy.